Well, it may have been partly my fault, but the game finally did something somewhat mean to us this run. We have food poisoning on Timberwolf Mountain. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series. I actually, because I can afford to do this, I'm going to play this super safe. Like, super safe. Yes, as I mentioned right at the end of the last episode, I've got a lot of wood here and this fire pit that I could, you know, be protected from all wind and I could just stay here. But just because an actual indoor cave is not far away, and because we have food, and because we have, hang on, water, and everything we need to nurse this new affliction, I'm just going to go back to this cave. And there's another reason I'm going back as well. Those of you who were paying attention to my brand new gameplay habits, or lack thereof, I know at least one person was. Some of you saw the comment. This is something I've had to go back for once in this series before already. Yep. The rest of you are catching up. There's another reason we're walking back this way. We're not going to get that just yet because we're losing health due to our food poisoning. We're going to go into the cave. We're going to make our reishi tea. And then we're going to nurse this particular affliction. I'm not terribly worried about it given how well stocked we are. As a matter of fact, it might end up, I'll say this carefully, might end up being more of a help than anything, because it's stopping us for a moment, and we really are carrying a good amount of stuff. We picked up some clothes, we picked up some food. We didn't pick up that many clothes, but this will allow me to consume some of the stuff that I'm lugging around. We need to rest soon anyway. We're getting more tired on account of the food poisoning, but alright, there's our cave. Not terribly far. And we'll see how nice the weather is to us as we proceed towards the summit. And if we come down from Timberwolf Mountain unscathed, we're set up for a really, really nice exploratory run of the entire Long Dark world this series, which makes me really happy to think about. Don't get me wrong, I love a good challenge, and we've had some great ones in Against All Odds, and the moment we can get some of those difficulty settings I've been talking about implemented, then hold that thought. Then we will have some more. And there will still be challenges ahead in this series, for sure. I mean, this is Against All Odds. I'm not trying to say it's going to be a cakewalk, but we are really well attired right now. We have some really good gear, and we're in one of the places that's going to give us the best gear we're going to find in the entire world. And it's early. We're in episode, 12 of this series? So, yeah. I'm excited. Let's go ahead and start a fire. I'm going to use one of my wood matches. Preserve my fire striker a little bit. Got this stick. I have a lot of lantern fuel, so I'm just going to use it. Very appropriate music, given our current situation. Now, I don't need to add a bunch of fuel to this fire. We don't need a fire, we just need to rest. So, I'm not going to throw a bunch on here. As much as my inner role player wants to burn all the fuel and get a long fire going for the night, we literally don't need one. So, we've got a bedroll. Let me do a couple of things here. I do want to get a little bit of extra water out of this fire, so I may as well. Okay, we have not prepared the reishi mushroom, so let's do that next. How many can we prepare? 2. This is going to cost us some health. Yeah, so you can tell being fully exhausted does drain your health a little faster. It's one of the slowest drains in the game, but it does definitely do that. All right, that's almost boiled. We are now going to cook the prepared reishi mushrooms. We have 24 minutes left on the fire. We may not need to add anything to it. I don't think we do. Yeah, we're good. So now we're just going to need to drink this stuff and rest. Let's drink that. Perfect. Pick that up. Crush this fire. Drink the reishi tea. Okay, so having done that, we now have to sleep for 10 hours. We need 10 hours rest. which is fine, because that's roughly how long we need to sleep anyway. So this is why I said I wasn't particularly concerned, and this could be ultimately helpful. So, anything food-wise I need to eat, or am I good? I think I'm good. Let's go ahead and sleep for 11 hours. I suppose I could have drank a tea a little bit, but an herbal tea, but we're okay. Condition-wise, we're not too much in a bad way. Okay, so having done that, we are in a good position. Let's look at what our low condition items are. Let's maybe never touch those sardines again. I'm going to go ahead and eat these dusty pinnacle peaches because that'll get rid of a pound. It'll give me some thirst replenishment. And some calories. Some caloric value, if you will. Let's drop one of those because we don't need both. And on that note, hang on. I think I need to get one of my cans off the fire. Oh, no, I already picked one up. Okay, good. I'll just leave that one there. So, no, I'll pick that one up because I dropped the other one. I don't know what I'm doing, but I was just trying to make sure I had those two. All right, so we have 3 hacksaws, not necessary at all, but part of me just wants to at least hold on to... I shouldn't have brought the third one. I should have left one of them at the hut. There's no reason to have those with me right now. But I'm committed, so we're going to stick with that for now. And we'll leave them at the bottom of various cliffs and such, if that's what we need to do. But what else can I do with this time that I have? I can probably... Got 13 cattails on me. Very nice. So yeah, already food poisoning no longer an issue. Let's go ahead and pick that up. Let's take the charcoal. Oh. Why can't I break this down? I thought... I'm confused. Is there a reason? Is it because it's still light out? Or not light out yet? Is that what it is? Maybe that's what it is. Okay, I'm going to drink this coffee. Because it's going to give me some calories. It'll give me some energy back too. Beginning of a new day. And then I will go ahead and drink some water because that stuff's heavy to lug around. We still have way too much stuff on us. So we're definitely going to be stashing some food at some lower points, as I mentioned. It's got to be... Okay. Where are you? No, that's not it. For whatever weird reason, it is not letting me break down that campfire. That's one of the new features of this entire patch, and it's not letting me do it. Weird. Okay, where's that exit? I saw the exit. Where are you? There you are. Okay, objective number 2. Visibility is actually decent at the moment, and it's not even... It's 15 degrees despite it being the crack of dawn on Timberwolf Mountain. My god. Is it weird if I'm, like, about to pray to the long dark gods for something to go wrong? Is that odd? Feels odd. Doop. I see you. Perfect. Now we could always... Nah, I'm going to leave the wolf. Not going to worry about it. Like I've said, we're about to get some of the best loot in the game less than 20 episodes into the playthrough. Who knows? It might actually be a lower roll given how good everything else has been so far. It might balance out that way. You never know. They're not related, so this could be just as good of a roll as everything else, but there's always the possibility. But we, for that reason, I'm not going to focus too much on stripping carcasses just yet. Taking a step 1, step 2 approach. Step 1 right now is still getting all of my gear in order. Exploring Timberwolf Mountain. Trying to get to the top a little bit faster without getting turned around and wasting 3 episodes. We didn't waste 3, but it was bad. It was an unfortunate set of circumstances. It was a series of unfortunate events. Feels like 14 degrees, so it's getting colder right now, in spite of everything. What I may do is leave some of my firewood by this fire pit, because there's no reason for me to have it all with me. I may even leave the coal. Although, the only thing is that I don't necessarily know that I'll come back down this way. Part of me, I'll be honest, part of me is playing with the idea in my mind of Skyriming down the front of the mountain on the way back down. I don't want to do it, but I don't mind Skyriming. Somebody asked me in a Theon stream last night, like, what the issue with Skyriming is. It's not that I mind Skyriming per se, but like along the lines of a lot of my other gameplay decisions. Like the second I'm doing something that feels more like I'm working around the systems of the game as opposed to playing the game, I start to get a little bit annoyed, and it takes me out of the experience, whether I'm playing alone or especially playing for YouTube. And going down like a small cliff, because it's the practical thing to do, is one thing, but like Skyriming down the face of Timberwolf Mountain, or like really tall cliffs in Bleak Inlet or other places, I'm going to probably avoid that for the most part. Okay, so this one we can break down, weirdly enough. So maybe it's ones that are already in the world that you can break down, but you can't break down the ones that you make? I don't know. This torch is, see, I'll pick that up, but then I'm going to drop the rest of this stuff. So let's, oh, hang on. I'll drop the coal too. I'll drop these sticks because I will have more momentarily. I will keep the tinder plugs because I need them. Plenty of sticks to be found. We've got these books to read, and we still left some books, you'll recall, at the hut at the bottom of the mountain. So there's that as well. Let's go through section by section. Is there anything extra? Okay, I actually don't have any clothes on me extra at the moment, which is good. I will soon, but I don't right now.
Looks like I survived another night.
But I mean, I could go ahead and drop a hacksaw. There's no reason for me to have all three on me right now, and that'll help me get up to the top. But I might end up dropping it a little bit closer to the top. All right, let's go. What I was seriously considering doing while I was standing there is like lighting a fire and resting for an hour just to warm up, but we'll have similar opportunities to that before long. I'm going to be a bit of an opportunist here really quick. Don't mind me. I haven't grabbed too many Old Man's Beard lichens yet, so let's change that. Just in case we have an unfriendly encounter with local wildlife. Probably a good idea. Also, one thing I've picked up a little bit less of than usual is birch bark. I've walked by a few pieces, so I need to keep it. Need to start keeping my head on a swivel for that. The farther I get. Hello, bunny. How's your family? All right. So as I recall, if I kind of hang a left up here, I'll climb a rope. And then we will be at the area known as the Deer Clearing, which is the cave that we were at. Give you a little bit of deja vu. The cave behind us that we're leaving is the one that I navigated back to when I was lost. And then I paused when I found my way back to it. And I was like, oh, crap. So that's where we were. If you didn't already have deja vu, you do now. Those of you who watched Season 5 of Against All Odds. Again, the key is this time we're trying to do this a little bit faster. A little bit more efficiently. If we're lucky, no. You know what? No, I'm not even going to say the words. You're thinking it. I'm thinking it. I'm not going to say it. Fingers and toes crossed. I'm going to shut my mouth. But yeah, turn left up here. There's a climbing rope. There appears to be something dead nearby. It appears to be a deer. Prop deer. See, not every icicle in the game marks a cave. Sometimes they're just hanging there like that. But they tend to mark caves. They do. I can't remember the last time playing The Long Dark. This early in the game, I ignored this many like prop courses. Or courses? Prop carcasses. Prop deer, etc. Just goes to show you how well the game is going so far. Alright, so we're at the bottom of a climbing rope. We are going to have to make some inventory decisions. Let's see. I'll go ahead and drop the highest... No, the second highest condition of my 2 hacksaws. I hope I don't have to come back for that, but... we have a pound of matches, which is hilarious to me. I'll drop that stick, because it's not needed right now. Hypothermia risk, yeah, I know. I know.
It's so cold. I just want to lay down for a bit.
I'm tempted to drop some of that cloth. I could drop the water that I'm carrying and make more later on, so I think that's what I may do. I know that sounds like a weird decision. I can also drop these torches. There we go. And we are in climbing shape. Let's do this. 'Cause I'm losing health right now. Thankfully, also not losing daylight, but we need to get up to the top. And yes, I have my bedroll. Didn't need to double check that time. I know. Who am I? Where's Hadrian? What's going on? And yes, it's hilarious that it's getting a little foggy at the moment. It's been foggy the whole day, but it's starting to look more like the day that I wandered around. Watch me duck into this cave and everything just get crazy again. I've got my fingers crossed that there will actually be something semi-useful at this cave. There is a container nearby as well that we need to harvest. But we're going to need to rest at this spot again. We're going to use this once more as our shelter so we can recover a bit of condition. Maybe do a little bit of reading. Make some water. Which reminds me, if I'm going to make any water, I'm going to need to chop some wood up and get some stuff done up here. Well, yes, we are in the deer clearing. I know because I'm walking straight toward a deer. Took you long enough to spook. Right, yeah, there's a container out that way. So we'll check that a little later on. Okay, no, there doesn't appear to be any loot in here. Oh, nope, there is. Perfect. So there's some firewood. That's should be enough to get some stuff started. And there may be some coal. There is. Perfect. All right, we've got what we need to start a fire. It's warm in the back of the cave, which is lovely. I know I said what I did about gameplay mechanics a moment ago, so this is going to seem incredibly hypocritical, and people are going to make fun of me. I don't care. Let's do the thing. Let's see, where's the point where I cross into the cave? Right there. Okay.
Oh, so cold.
All right, so we're going to put our fire there. Fire striker, and we will light this. No accelerant this time. I guess I will use the fire striker for the better fire starting chance. We are still on the lower end of the skill spectrum. 70% is a little bit better than 60.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Okay. Toss some fresh coal on the fire. That's what I just did there, if you're curious. This right here counts as, if I placed it correctly, which I believe I did, counts as an outdoor fire, so it actually will last longer than 2 hours. If I were to do it within the part of the cave that was actually warming me up. If I were to put the fire back here somewhere, then it would last exactly that long. So, just trying to milk my fire for all it's worth. I know, hilarious, given what I just said. I could have dropped a flare, too. That would have been probably a better choice. All right, so water is the main thing we need for now. Let's go ahead and melt a half gallon of snow. I'll toss that on there, too. It's going to take a couple of hours here, so I can go ahead and read. Let's read the Survive the Outdoors book. Okay, that's 1 hour on it. Am I doing on my various condition meters? I'm all right. Let's go ahead and read one more. We're going to drink that, take the rest. Still have an hour 32 minutes left on it, so why not go ahead and get a little bit more water out of it. We will read for 1 more hour.
Can you eat trees?
Might need to go ahead and put something in my stomach just to make sure I'm in good shape. All right, let's drink that, and again, we'll take the excess. Pick that up. Okay. Now, this is the moment that I was talking about where we can think seriously about... I know, that's why we're going to eat stuff. Literally just telling them that, Jennifer. Let's see some of these salty crackers. Matter of fact, I'm going to eat all the salty crackers I can. We're going to top our calories off completely. We have the entire world in front of us to explore. There's no reason... This goes back to the discussion we were having a few episodes back. There's no reason not to think a little bit more liberally in terms of the food that we're going to be consuming. Right. Okay, now I do, before I leave... Is this new music? I'm going to shut up for a second so we can listen.
This pack is getting kind of heavy. This stuff will come in handy.
I like it. A little bit more low-key. Oh, nice. So cured leather and cured rabbit pelts. Yeah, we're going to have lots of stuff here. We're going to need to be very strategic with how we get the stuff down the mountain if we're going to get it all down. Because, all right, so the stuff that I picked up, if you want to see what I left behind in that first container, there's your answer. So I picked up a good number of the whetstones. I may end up dropping them. For now, I'm going to try to take them. Emphasis on try. And we'll see how that goes. Let me... While the weather is this amazing, and while I'm not that encumbered, there's not even a breeze on the air right now, so I'm going to take a little bit of a risk here. Actually taking a couple of risks at once, one of which is channel related, because I'm recording this episode at a meeting this morning, so my recording schedule is once again a little bit off, but I'm determined, as much as I try not to record same-day content, I'm determined to get you guys an episode today. So I'm going to keep going, even though I'm looking at this, and it's 12:24. This episode's supposed to be live in 40 minutes. It's not going to even upload that quickly if I were to stop right now, but I'm going to keep going, which means the episode's going to be late. Sorry about that, but it's worth it. Now, I think... Is that a way out? No, it's not. This is the way I need to go. Okay. Just making absolutely sure. Because this is... I got basically stuck last time wandering that clearing behind me. Endlessly. It was bad. So I wanted to get myself out of that situation this episode. I'm going to drop that torch. Don't need you. I was getting a little bit optimistic with what I was joking about earlier, with crossing my fingers and toes and all that stuff. I was thinking there's a possibility we could make the summit in this episode, but the hang on. Did I? No, I've got it. Okay. I'm sure I had my bedroll. Thought we might make the summit, but not quite. But we're going to be close. We are making progress. The trees are leading the way. I did hear a howl, and I think it's in front of me, though, so I might have to do a little bit of tango in here before we end this episode. Really just looking for a cave where I can have it. Oh! Or, you know, there could be a bear. That's fine, too. Nah, they're not waiting for an episode, bear. It's fine. It's fine. We can do our thing. I'm gonna go this way. And hope that I can get around this rock, which I think I can. Or I could potentially get up on that crest right there. You might have seen me circling the temperature. It is very nice right now. This is, again, when it's foggy, it's warmer. True facts, not just in the game, but atmospheric pressure is higher. Is there a second bear? I'm hearing what sound like bear crows a lot closer. And I'm suddenly very unsettled. I also am not quite sure where I'm going right now on account of that bear messing with me. Do I need to go this way? I think it's this way. Crap. Crap on a stick. Well, you guys get a long episode and a late episode in one day. Really? That I was not expecting. Oh, yes, that's right. There's a climb, and then there's a cave. That's right. I remember now. Okay. And we are tired. So this is kind of annoying. How many stims do I have? 2? I might use one for this climb. Okay. We're not too encumbered. So what can I drop? I can definitely drop the coal. Try to hold on to those books if I can. The cloth is a candidate. The water is once again a candidate. I hate that, but it's the most easily regained thing. Let's go ahead and drink some and just drop it. Also, how am I doing calorie-wise? No, I'm fine. Yeah, I ate all those crackers, so calorie-wise, I am good. To drop... Honestly, let's just drop all the flares. I'll find more. I have more stashed in Pleasant Valley. Just get rid of them for now. It's a bit of a risk, but I'll take it. I will take it. Yeah, the cloth and... Yeah, it's this stuff now. I'm going to find lots of gear that I can shred at the top of the mountain. So I'm going to drop all that cloth. And I'm going to drop some of that leather. Alright, let's do this. Let's exhaust ourselves. Oh no, don't do this to me, game. Don't do this to me. Come on. I have enough energy to make this tiny little climb. I think I've got it. It's just going to be slow and it's going to torture me. Moment of tension. Yay. Okay. Come on, Jennifer. Come on. Come on. You got this. You got this, girl. All right. All right. Ugh. Heartbeat slightly elevated. Yeah, you need to lay down. That's a thing that needs to happen. I think that is the cave. I think it's an interior cave. I think we can step inside it. So that will be our save point and our finish point. And on the other side of it is pretty much the summit, which is cool. Doesn't look like an interior cave, but it is. Okay, with that being done, I will go ahead and stop this episode here and get it encoded so you guys can watch it at a reasonable time, somewhat close to its time slot. In the next one, we are going to get to the summit of Timberwolf Mountain and then see what kinds of stuff we can scavenge and then do some serious strategizing because we don't have a moose hide satchel for carrying as much stuff down. So we're just going to have to basically take the best gear with us, leave some stuff behind, and probably have to make some sacrifices with some stuff that gets left behind. So, and I'm going to do my best to remember that I've left some things at the bottom of those climb points and maybe go back for it as I go down to the extent that I can. So we'll be paying attention to that as well. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day, usually at 1 in the afternoon. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.